Welcome back, Wargamers. We're going over another one of the new Games Workshop products. They're holiday battle forces. So let's dive into the Warhammer 40,000 Tau Battle Force. And this is the set that is currently up for pre-order but will soon be for sale for $170. And what we're going to do here is take a look at its contents and then weigh that out versus what's available for that same amount separately, and then what that battle force looks like in a breakdown and how you could actually field it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Tau. Now, we're not talking about this $85 start collecting set. We're talking about the big $150, $170 rather, Battle Force. So let's go in here. You'll find it under the new Warhammer 40,000 Battle Forces. There's only like 4 of them out there right now, so not every group is kind of getting them. I'm guessing what they're probably doing is lumping together some of the slower selling sets, because Genestealer Colts and Orcs certainly aren't high selling, and Imperial Guard currently seems to be sort of out of favor. But alright, so here we are, the Battleforce Tau Empire Rapid Insertion Force. So Rapid Insertion, all these guys are in some sort of suits. We have no Fire Warriors, which makes it a little less typical type of army to field, so it doesn't really have any actual troop choices. You've got an HQ and basically a bunch of elites. So let's take a look at what it contains. We've got the Ghostkeel Battlesuit here. We also have the Tau Commander in the larger suit, one set of the Tau Crisis Battlesuits, and 2 boxes of the Tau Stealth Teams. So when we break that down, we want to look at whether that $170 is actually a good value. We want to take a look at what these items would cost on their own. Now keep in mind that if this isn't the type of force organization that you're going for, that the fact that it's a value in and of itself isn't really going to be relevant, because then you wouldn't necessarily use all the models. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that for roughly the same cost as this Crisis Suit team, only $10 more, you could actually buy a start collecting set for $85, and that does include quite a bit more. So you wouldn't necessarily buy all these contents this way. But as it breaks down, the Ghostkeel Battlesuit by itself is $75. Each of the Tau Stealth Suit groups of 3 would be $27 individually, so $54 total of stealth suits. The Commander's $50 by himself. Again, if you were to buy him in a bundle separately, you could buy the HQ bundle that comes with the ethereal for only $10 more, slightly good deal. You'd also get an ethereal for the $85 on the Crisis suits, and the Crisis suits are $75 when ordered separately. I don't imagine a lot of people are doing it that way, but all in all, that would be 254 US dollars if purchased individually. So for only 170 bucks, you're actually getting an $84 savings, which makes the Tau Battle Force the most valuable of the 40K Battle Force bundles that they've got listed there. By a couple dollars, by about $8, it's actually the most valuable when comparing its contents individually. So let's go ahead and let's open up Battlescribe and let's put together what this list would actually look like to give you a sense of how many points, without getting too cheesy, you actually could field there. So let's go ahead and build that out. We're going to build that out in 40K. Tau Battle Force. And no points limit, so let's go ahead and add in Tau Empire. Let's do it as a battalion detachment. So this may not necessarily actually satisfy all the requirements of an actual valid force, so just kind of keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and pick out the commander. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and build him out any way you want, but one of the ways I like to build him out, we're going to put 2 plasma rifles on him. Then we're going to, let's see here, put on an advanced targeting system. Keep in mind, you're probably going to build this out whichever way you see fit, but we're just going to go ahead and build one out here. Okay, so we got the commander out of the way. We want to go into elites. We want to find the Ghostkeel Battlesuit. I would field those personally with fusion blasters, fusion collider. Again, we'll do the advanced targeting system. Alright, another one, stealth battlesuits. Alright. And let's see, we'll do that with a marker drone and a shield drone. Oh, they actually only come with one drone. Stealth chasseur with fusion blaster, definitely don't go home without it. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, we're going to pare that down. We're going to go ahead and duplicate that because we're getting 2 of those sets, and then that leaves us with the crisis team to build out. So again, I'm not going to build these out as bodyguards. You certainly could if you wanted to, but let's go ahead and make sure we add the don't forget the drones that are in there. They're certainly going to come with 2 apiece. So let's go ahead and just build those out. And then each one of these, I don't really use a burst cannon. I'm more of a 2 plasma rifle kind of dude. And then one of the guys in the group, I'll usually always put in 2 fusion blasters. That way you have the availability to not only hit some like Terminator equivalent troops, but usually also for popping vehicles. Even though the plasma rifles are so-so, I mean strength 6 with the Tau, they're not horrible and they don't have to worry about overheating, but they're not as strong as the marine equivalent of the weapon or just the rest of the world's equivalent of the weapon. But the fusion blaster by far is a very strong weapon for them. So let's look at the points to give you an idea. 802 points, so somewhere in that 800 point ballpark, give or take, depending on your equipment loadout, is going to be how much this how many points you can get for that Tau battle force. So is it a good deal monetarily? Yes. Is it a good force organization? So kind of depends. There's certainly some great models. I recommend, if you're a Tau player, that stealth suits, crisis suits, Ghostkeel, definitely some great things to do. You also could alternatively, instead of fielding all these drones as add-ons to the crisis suits, you could actually field them as a fast attack choice, lump them together, field 6 or 8 of these guys independently as a gun drone squad, and then you can have another piece of your force org and probably drive the points up just just a tiny bit. But that's that, and the verdict is in. If you wanted to get the Tau Empire Rapid Insertion Force from Games Workshop, act fast. It's actually in pre-order right now. It'll ship, and these are limited quantity, so they're not going to be around for a long period of time, and you're only going to pay more if you wait to do it longer. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you go ahead and hit the subscribe button